Greetings, everyone. You are on the mic with Social Studio Gurus Helena and Michelle. We are so excited that you've joined us today. Our goal here is to help businesses grow by offering marketing tips and strategies via our interactive Facebook group. I am Helena Richardson, a former NASA IT specialist and founder of H Rich Networks. We love helping businesses with their web design and internet marketing needs. Our goal is to create an effective marketing strategy that will help you stand out from the crowd. You can learn more about our products and services by visiting our website at www.hrichnetworks.com. Guys, it's indeed a pleasure and an honor to co host together with my great friend here, Michelle. How are you today, Michelle?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Hi, Helena. And hey, everybody. I'm Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media, and I help businesses with their platforms, be it social media coaching, social media workshops, social media strategy sessions, and social media platform management. We all need help with our social media, and there's different ways that we do that. And one of the things we do, we offer a lot of, collaborations and getting together and doing videos, free opportunities for value wherever we can. So one of the things we do here on Social Studio is Helena and I love to talk to business owners and find out what they do. And so we have invited our wonderful guest today, Wiggins. And Dot is a good friend from lots of networking circles, and we've done business together. I love what she does. She's a professional organizer at Uniquely Organized and Utilized. And so we want to introduce Dot and give her a chance to tell us a little bit about herself.
Thank y'all for having me. This is definitely a highlight of marketing, is to be on one of Michelle's broadcasts and just get an opportunity to show who you are and what you do and why you do it. And that's really my platform. I am Dot Wiggins. I like to put my middle initial in there to stand out, and it's Dot A Wiggins, which if you say it fast, it sounds like Dottie. I like to be unique. It's something you can't get away from. You have to, own all of who you are. And once you understand who you are and why you do what you do, everything falls into place. And I use that within my business to help people that feel like they're disorganized and dysfunctional find their true joy in being organized and having order. It doesn't make you feel like you're not who you are. You can still miss appointments, but you have the tools that you need, and you feel empowered to be your best.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I appreciate your branding, how you communicate. I love to follow the things that you do on social media and your videos that you make. You have a lot of great, encouraging, and motivating content, because I'm in the throes of that myself. So, Dot, I have a few questions for you. If we could put you on the spot and just ask you, what are the most common things that people need help with when you're booking appointments for organization? What would you say that would be?
Most of the time, they think they're hoarders. They've been told they're hoarders. They're disorganized and dysfunctional because they're trying to do everything everyone else does, and they're not looking at who they are and what they need at the time. Just finding, getting the stacks and the piles, and everything has to have a place, or that's when you have a problem.
Mm-hmm. And do you tend to help people in person or virtually? How do you help people go through their space and get organized?
Well, I've done both. Even before COVID, 2020 changed everything. And I was really able to bring a lot of my current clients online, which is something that they don't have time for. So I was able to build my virtual side a little bit stronger while helping those clients I've worked with for a while. I checked up on everybody it's really hard, especially in the early days of COVID, to let anybody in your house. So we came up with strategies. I pulled up in the driveway in a few places, and they would push stuff out the front door, and I would organize it outside until the most important thing for me is my clients are the whole reason I do what I do. You owe you to call me and let me help you. And I am a wholehearted collaborator. I want to understand who you are and work with what you're doing that day. I'm really talented in working with difficult people or very emotional people or mentally ill, and they've been told they can't be worked with before. And those are my clients.
Wow.
I pride myself on being what I needed when I was the toxic or the unworkable person. And I know what it feels like, and everyone has an opportunity. There have been a few clients over the years. I've been in business 8 years, that we've had to have a little come to dot meeting. And I'm going to go outside, and you decide if you want me to come back in or not. And if I go for the door and it's locked, I'll understand. But just take a minute, because you're really not who you said you want to be. And I want to work with that person. And so, I think everybody deserves that much of an option. And being an empath, I have that talent.
Yeah, definitely that comes across. So I'm imagining as you're talking, homes and maybe I know that on your uh, Facebook page anyway, I was reviewing it before tonight and I saw and was reminded you help with all different types of spaces. So
Exactly.
do you ever help businesses in business type commercial spaces, or is it mainly residential?
Whoops, I almost lost you. I do it all. Whatever you do, I can come in and watch. Observation is a science in itself, and Aristotle was one that used that often, and he was like our grandfather of organization. I think it's very important because you can say what you want to be or what you're trying to do, but watching someone work in their own environment lets me know exactly what they need, where they're struggling, and I can support them in that. I've done everything. I do offices, I do cars, I've done storage units, preparing for a move, and moving to a temporary house, and then finally moving to the new life. And every place has a different need. That's why we capitalize on function and utilization. If you're not going to use it for now, then we're not going to worry about that. We're going to keep it in the box. If you need it now, then we're going to get that out, get it in place, and get you using it. And when we stay simple and keep it, stay diligent, stay dedicated to our purpose, we reach our goals. I mean, that's goal setting in action.
Wow. You could apply that in so many ways.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mindset, definitely. So where do
Well,
you
they
tend
say how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah, I see that.
And I took that to the extreme. And I really think when you capitalize on that and you pull that string through, you can go anywhere and do anything you want. And you have a confidence, and you just really know what you know. I know what I know. And that changes lives. I mean, no matter what you're going through, once you have that ability, and somebody standing there telling you they believe in that too, um, the sky's the limit.
Wow. So Dot, where do you tend to get your clients from? What would you say? Do you work and take clients from around regionally where you are in North Carolina, or can you help anybody anywhere?
I can help anybody if they'll do virtual. I'm not a flyer, so I'm not traveling too far lately. I have gone to Virginia. That's where we're from. So I have worked in Virginia. I have been into South Carolina once. um, Definitely want to go to Tennessee for Nashville, but yeah, I'm looking at traveling more now that I've gotten the process really ironed out, and I can take it. And I primarily work with complete strangers, so I'm a little safety conscious with the way things go.
Mhm.
Um, but I work in person or virtual. I do a hybrid of a little of both. I have a service called Dot in the Box where we talk on the phone or we do Zoom. We get what you need. I do the shopping and the sourcing, so we get exactly the right things. We get some measurements, that type of thing. And then I ship it to you, and then you unpack it, and we work together that way. And
Ah,
it's been really fun.
mhm. Wow. Well, Helena, did you have any questions for Dot?
Well, we're coming up on closing, but in closing, Dot, I would like to find out, what do you do to help those who don't want to get rid of their stuff? So what are some things that you are some challenges that
Mm.
you have gone through that can really help that person move forward by getting rid of, or decluttering? Because that's what happens.
Right.
We have to start decluttering in order to clear our minds.
Yeah.
That's the biggest resistance, that most people don't call an organizer. They don't ask for help because it's embarrassing. First of all, it's like you failed your own self.
Mhm.
Mm.
Somehow you're lesser than everybody else that has an immaculate house. We focus on function, and are you going to use it? How does it make you feel? How does it play into who you are? And when it doesn't, we just set it aside. I don't use the word decluttering. I don't show up with a dumpster, or those things are not talked about in my thing. I drive a pickup truck for a reason,
Mhm.
and I gently rehome things that you're not using.
Yeah.
We tap into, most people have a desire to help others, and even if it's something you wanted to keep, you might give it up if it's not going to fit where we're our new arrangement. But if you thought it would help somebody else, you'll let that go. You'll let that fourth set of china go.
Mhm.
And it's just giving them the choices.
Mhm.
And my clients are all very good at making the choices. I'll revisit something and we'll come back to it, and it's like, well, Michelle, you really have some beautiful china, but how often do you get to use these? And well, I use it once a year, and it's like, okay, that's 12 months. And once you just rephrase what they've said and how they want these things, and it's like, oh, I see, that's frustrating. You can't have what you want because you have 6 china sets that you only use once a year, and you've not used 3 of these sets. Is that
Mhm.
correct? And they're like, well, yeah. And when you put it that way, it's like, okay, just take all 6 sets of china because I obviously want this other thing more. And I'm like, are you sure? I said, I'm going to start taking them out, and you think about it. If you want to keep one set, that would totally be, I mean, I would feel guilty. I said, why don't you keep one set until next session? And then if you're totally sure you don't want these tea sets anymore, then I'll take them all.
Mhm.
And they do that. And again, it just gives them the empowerment. They chose it. They did this. They're like, well, oh my gosh, she threw everything out. She's like, oh no, I had to really tell her I wanted this. And she took it out really nice into the pickup truck, and they say goodbye to it. Not really Marie Kondo way, but
Mhm.
just in case they want to do anything. And it's been very successful.
That's
Okay.
excellent. Mhm.
Some great thoughts and helpful, just imagining what it's like for different people, and going through that process. Dot, we would love you to share your website and your social media links in the thread of this video so that people can connect with you, maybe ask
Awesome.
or follow up with you. So please be sure to do that, and we really appreciate you coming on with us today. um, for everybody
Thank you
else,
so much.
yes, absolutely, Dot. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. Tune in next week, and we look forward to seeing you guys then.
Take care,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.